I'm so glad that this is the character that he's rumored to be playing. I hope that this is right. First, we're going to start with his role in The Apprentice, of course. That was an excellent movie, and he did a great job of showing that ruthlessness, that impulsive compulsion to want to climb the ranks by any means necessary. That's Harvey Dent in the beginning. He's willing to do anything and everything to win people's favor as a politician. I could see him throwing in a little bit of what he got from this role. And this movie, another great movie that he did recently. Him grappling with his sense of identity being attached to his appearance and how unhinged that makes him when his appearance transforms. Shout out to Adam Pearson as well. The fact that this guy has gotten so many roles and is just confident, feeling himself, you know that didn't come easy. He had to fight for that internally, externally, of course. For him to do all of that, oh my God, super inspiring. But let's get back to the subject. Out of all roles that would have inspired Tim Burton to cast Jack Nicholson as the Joker, here's Johnny. Have you ever danced with the devil in a pale moonlight? And you see the connection, and this happens often. 2 movies for Christian Bale. If you revisit Gattaca and American Psycho, even though those 2 characters are very different from Bruce Wayne, you can see certain aspects of mannerisms, the look, the way he carried himself, most likely inspired him to be casted as Bruce Wayne later on. Even the most recent Batman, check out Cosmopolis. A lot of aspects of that character, his mannerisms, how he carries himself, had to have been inspiration for him to have been casted as Bruce Wayne as well. This goes on and on and on. You can find a through line from one character to another for a lot of actors. You can watch a previous video that I spoke on this, but this is why I find so many reasons for Scarlett Johansson to be perfect as Poison Ivy. Not only because of the storyline with the bleeding tooth mushrooms that we just saw jumping off of the end of The Penguin and the takeover of that operation, creating the bliss, and a lot of other aspects that this character can bleed into later on, but her previous roles as well. The main one being the movie Under the Skin. Really interesting, strange movie. I enjoyed it. I like some of the avant-garde, strange sci-fi films like this. The way she carried herself, obviously in her human form, it was this calm, not trying too hard to be sexy, ominous, and higher intelligence that doesn't even have to overstate or overspeak to even show that. Shout out my guy Adam Pearson, popped up once again. He getting all the work, man. Don't let nothing stop you, and this guy's a perfect example. Those 2 added to the cast would be great, especially as those characters. And with the extra rumors that the Joker's coming back, which I love this little bit that he did. I would love to see more of this character show how he interacts with Matt Reeves' world that he's creating. And I'm gonna end it off here. If we see these characters lined up like this, the Penguin, Joker, possibly Poison Ivy, Harvey Dent, starting to lean towards Long Halloween. I didn't get a chance to read the comics. I saw someone do a breakdown of the comics. I watched the cartoon version. It was alright. As a diehard Batman fan, it was one of the less interesting stories. It was almost too much going on. I would hope for a stripped down and a dramatically altered version of Long Halloween. It's okay to not have to do beat for beat like it was in the comics. I don't think that's what they're going to do for Avengers Doomsday and with Brand New Day. It's going to be bits and pieces from the cartoons to this comic, to that comic, to this idea, and then they're adding their own ideas in with that mix. So I would hope that if it is heavily inspired by Long Halloween, I hope it's not a beat for beat. I hope it's a completely different take on it and a slightly stripped down one. Because you don't want to get too convoluted with this character being involved in this storyline over here, weaving into this and that. That's always the danger with adding a lot of characters that carry that main character energy, even if they're supporting. Let's see as the news keeps spilling out. We'll find out what comes next.